Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new part in the painting tutorial of the Lord Celestant on Dracoth. And if you have followed my channel, you know that now I'm focusing on the rider. I did how to do the armor in the previous part and also how to do this gold part here. And now I'm going to focus a little bit on how to do these small linings. I want to glue this to the cape because I realized that it's quite tricky and you want to have this glue before putting the second arm with the shield. So I'm going to start working on these things, and the first thing I will do, I will paint them with Temple Guard blue. Okay, it's quite an electric blue, the same blue that we use for the scales. I want to keep the palette in that blue, and I don't want to go for a different one. So we just apply this as a base color here. We paint all the linings. We are going to darken them later on with some washes. But now, so far, the first step is just to apply this Temple Guard blue. So I'm going to do that, and I will be back once this is done. You can see all the linings are painted, and now I'm going to use Gilliman blue, what is a glaze from Games Workshop. Okay, have the texture of a wash more or less, and we are going to apply this on all the linings. So starting from this side, okay, you see we are going to apply this. This will give I like it a lot to shade like that. It's not as strong as a wash and will give quite a vibrant color to the linings. Okay, so we are going to do that, and then once this is done, we have to put in a place where we know that this will dry correctly. Okay, try to not accumulate too much of this. And we are going to be applying this on all the different linings. Okay, so I will be doing that. I will wait until this dry before going the next step. So I will be working on that, and then I will be back. You can see the linings are now painted. Now the next step that I'm going to do, I'm going to do an edge highlighting on them. So I will use Bahar blue, that is much lighter. Okay, take the thin brush and we are going to go in the edges. This one first was too much, so always have the previous color. Okay. We are going to do the same on all the linings. This is better. Okay. So I'm going to do that in all the linings. You can see I take some of the edges. You don't need to pick all the edges of the lining. Okay. Okay, I will keep doing that. I will do the other side and I will be back once this is done. So now all the highlights have been done. And the next step that I will do, I will apply a small dot of white. With that, I will make this to look more brighter. So we are going to point, yes, let's see, here, and this one here. So not too many points. Just to make them look more bright. Okay, so as you can see, you don't need to be perfect. Okay, we're done. We do the other side. And now this is ready to be glued on the rider. So I will glue this to the armor and I will be back once this is glued. As you can see, I glued some parts together now. I put the rider on top of the saddle, so to see that everything is matching well, so you see that everything is working well together. And now the next step we're going to do is I'm going to paint these runes like these ones here or the ones here. Okay, so let's see how I do that. And I will start first using a very pale silver. I'm going to use now the new silver from Citadel Stonehouse Silver. Is really a pale silver. You can also use a scale 75 speed silver or speed metal. I think it's called speed metal. Any of these can work. The tip is to use a very pale silver. So I'm going to apply this on top of that. Okay. And then we will wait until this dry before doing the next step. So just I will paint all here where we have all the runes of this part of the armor. Okay, so I will paint that. As you can see, and then perfect. And now I will wait that this dries, because we are going to use the next, before these different layers we really need to wait that the first one is drying completely. So I will wait until this dries and I will come back. So now that the silver is completely dry, I'm going to apply Gilliman blue, the same that I use for the gems, on this plate. This will put a very nice blue in the, and will go especially in the recesses. You can see my son making noise in the background here with my two sons. So you see, I apply and goes very nicely to the recesses, popping up all the gems. Okay. So this is really working very well. Okay, and now we are going to let it dry lying down like that. So I will put it in a place like that. And as usual, we need to wait until this dries completely before doing the next step. So as you can see, this is how now this looks like, and I think I will leave it like that because it looks good, and I think it gives a nice touch here. Okay, I don't think I will do the gold part here. The next step you can do is you apply gold, auric armor gold on the silver part, but I will leave it silver for this because I like how it looks like, and I will not change that. The other thing I want to show you here in this part here, let me see if I can. You can see on the handle of the sword. You see that there is a small gem. What I did here is that I applied the silver and the new gem paint. For these very small gems, it works perfectly and gives this glittering bright color that looks like glass. And now let's go to work the white. How I do the white, this greenish white here. To do that, I'm using these two colors and I put them on the wet palette. I'm going to use Gauss Blaster Green and White Scar. Okay, pure white and this very pale pastel green. And as you can see, the shoulder pad was based with the pastel green, so it was with the blaster. And now I'm going to apply it white, and the white is quite thin. So in the way that I make it, I use it. I take benefit of the transparency of the white. Okay, so I'm going to play also here. Here is more solid, so I will apply this. Okay, and like that. Just give me a moment. Okay, and I will do also the core of the comet in this white. Okay. So let's do that. And now I take a little bit of the green and I go next to it and I do the border, the green, little bit of white. It's a little bit like white blending. I like to combine between white blending and glazing. Okay, here I will start with white again. Want to do white here. Okay, and as you can imagine, the gold of this shoulder pad is going to be done later on, following the same process they did to paint the rest of the armor. So the shoulder pad is not going to be explained, the gold is not going to be explained in this video, it's already explained in the previous video. So here we see I apply white. Okay. Okay. Here is I normally do more white, so I will apply a little more white here. Okay. We let it dry. While this is drying, I will do the comet on the knee protection. Okay. Here we can leave it almost white. So I will let it dry a little bit. Here we can do it a little bit more. Okay. And then the last thing we can do is I will use a little bit of Coelia green shade. Shake it well. And here we need to be very careful. I'm going to apply this just to make clear the separation between the white and the gold, to make a strong line. Okay. Here we have too much white, so we need to wait. The white is still a little bit too fresh. But what we want to do, okay, it's really okay, and we see that we will need to correct with the gold later on. Okay. And now I go back with the Pelgrim and I thin this line. I clean up a little bit next to the here. Okay. You have to wait. I'm not waiting here enough. You have to wait that the wash is completely dry, but I guess you get the idea. So here I cannot do anything. You see that this is still fresh, the wash, but here I can clean this. So what you do is with the Gauss Blaster Green, you clean a little bit where the wash went too far. Okay. And to avoid messing up, as I've been doing in some areas here, you want really the previous layer to be dry before doing all this. Okay, it's just because I wanted to do all in camera, you see, make this line because the white was not completely dry. Now I take white, I need to take white. And then you want the core, really the middle one, the middle part to be really white, like this. So this is what you want to get. I will clean this later on. Now I think it's dry, so I can clean this. Okay, you see, and then with white. Okay, so this is how you want it to look like. I will do the other side and I will be back to show you. This is going to be very fast tutorial, just pinpointing some of the details, and I will paint these comets in the same way. Okay, so this comet goes on the front like that, so this will go in the same way. I will use the same technique that, like I use here. Okay, and when all this is done, I will be back to show you how it's looking like this step. And we are going to do 2 more steps to finalize the miniature, 3 more steps, sorry, the blade, the helmet and the shield, but they are going to be quite fast ones. So as you can see, I did the white, I also glued this decoration in the front, I did the gold and I paint in the same way, and I did the white here. So all the details are now done. Okay, and the last step I want to do on all these details is I'm going to use hard coat. Okay, it's a gloss varnish, and I will varnish with that, and yeah, this is this brush, all the white, because I want to look, yeah, it's the look of my army. The white, I give this look like if it's like porcelain or something like that, like, so I just want to give this. Okay, and also the one on the D. We wait until this dries before manipulating, and we are going to apply the same on these ones. Okay, so to make it look gloss. Okay, we wait until this dry, and we are going to finish. So here I'm finalizing this part on the painting tutorial of the Stardrake. The main body of the rider is done, ready almost to be glued on the drake. I will not glue it. I will see if I magnetize. I don't want to leave the rider glued on the rider, or on the Stardrake. But this is how it's looking like right now. Let me show you from the front. So let's do a turn, and the glossiness will reduce a little bit, but this is how it's looking like. Okay, so now all this is ready to go on the Stardrake. Just the blade is missing, so the next tutorial is going to be on the head, the blade and the shield. So I will do 3 more small tutorials that are going to be much more than the ones they did up to now. But this finalizing this part, please comment, like, subscribe, share. You can support my channel on all these ways, and you also can support me further. You can support this channel further by helping me in Patreon. So I have a Patreon account. If you want to monetize my videos, you can support me in Patreon. That's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.